The Jacksonville Jaguars made a huge splash during the 2021 NFL offseason when they hired former Buckeyes head coach Urban Meyer. However, now it seems as though the Urban Meyer regime in Duval County has finally come to a close after the team fired their head coach less than 1 year on the job. While details of his initial contract weren't made public, it's reported that the 5-year deal was worth an estimated $60 million. Guys, I just made a video about Urban yesterday after it was reported that the head coach had bullied former Jaguars kicker Josh Lambo, and it seems like this was the final straw in a string of incidents that led owner Shad Khan to cut short on his investment. And while there was much talk of the Jaguars cutting ties with Urban at the end of the season, it's been revealed that the move was expedited as some coaches and players on the team were planning a mass exodus after the end of this campaign. The situation in Jacksonville was becoming too toxic and ultimately forced Shad Khan to act swiftly by removing his head coach immediately. And you could tell the situation wasn't going to get any better. Throughout the past couple weeks, we hear news stories of Urban Meyer clashing with assistant coaches and players, and when we look at Urban's entire tenure at Duval County, this axing really shouldn't come as a surprise. Since Urban Meyer's arrival in Jacksonville, it has been nothing but drama after drama for the head coach. And when we look at the list of all the things during the Urban Meyer era, it's pretty shocking. After getting hired, the head coach elected to bring in Chris Doyle as the team's director. This was after Doyle, who was accused of making racist comments and belittling players at Iowa, and ultimately ended up with him resigning after much backlash. Then Urban decided to sign Tim Tebow at tight end, which rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. During the NFL draft, the Jaguars drafted a running back after the season James Robinson had in 2020. Then prior to the start of the season, he openly admitted he was cutting players due to their vaccine status, which the NFLPA later opened an investigation based on his comments. In the Week 4 loss to Cincinnati, Urban elected not to travel back with the team and instead was caught grinding and finger-banging a patron at his bar. Which now leads us to the shitstorm from this week, where reports emerged that Urban called his coaches a bunch of losers and got into arguments with Marvin Jones and James Robinson. And then finally, the video I made yesterday where Urban kicked former Jaguars kicker Josh Lambo and repeatedly belittled him in front of the whole team. Now you add up all these things, and it's actually pretty amazing Urban Meyer made it to week 14 of the 2021 season. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised if the coach ends up back in the broadcast booth, and when this all blows over, who knows, maybe he gets another coaching gig in college again.